His words are as old as the earth. No man. Pray.
It's them who should be blooded.
Now, they're waiting.
He shall be hanged by the neck until dead.
No, I'm not leaving.
It is business as usual at the Palace of Nottingham following Hugh Locksley's execution, although Alwyn Locksley is a little doubtful that he will get the riches and estates that Robert Huntingdon pledged to him. Alwyn was promised wealth and possessions in exchange for helping to have Hugh arrested and put to death. As a supplementary benefit, he now undergoes confirmation and becomes a Christian in order to fit in with Norman society. However, the royal court has just sent a letter to Nottingham Castle announcing that King Henry II has formally named him an earl, so Huntingdon has other critical problems to worry about at present. The sheriff reassures him that Huntingdon's standing in society and the area is now completely protected with his new title and Hugh Locksley's permanent removal from the world. It's questionable how precisely the royal court bestowed the new title on the man, and Marian, his daughter, is also suspicious. She believes that the only reason the monarch gave her father the title of heir was because he had planned the arrest and execution of forest inhabitant who was thought to be a rebel against the Norman overlords. As a result, Marian is nearly certain that her father was involved in Hugh's demise, although he is currently unable to provide any evidence. In the meantime, Robin is shown groveling and sobbing uncontrollably at the burial pits outside of Nottingham, where the corpses of executed captives are deposited as a result of his father's unexpected death. His uncle Gamewell and his cousin Will, who show up later, obviously to see how Robin is doing since he hasn't been back and gotten in touch with the rest of the family, must soothe and reassure him all will be well. They return the young guy to their house where Joan, who has been waiting for her husband's news since the night before, is equally horrified and heartbroken to hear of his passing. Throughout the course of the following few days, Robin is reduced to a shell of his former self. While he occasionally picks up his bow and arrow in observance of his father's instructions, he is unable to put his intense sorrow and suffering out of his thoughts. When the titular character finds out that his mother has also become very ill and is now incapacitated, a far greater catastrophe befalls him. Only a few days after her husband's passing, Joan is now on the brink of dying, completely overcome by misery and destitution, and she gives her son some very obvious final advice. She implores Robin to learn to ease out rather than live in rage and disdain so that he can move on from his setbacks and move on with his life. Joan quietly dies a few minutes later, leaving Robin by himself.